Hey everybody, this is LVO Toro, the Fancy Action Now, and I wanted to kind of jump out a video real quick on total cost versus value of some recent pickups that I got. So I've done a rolling total video like this where I actually edited it, so it automatically rolled the total and sound effects and all that stuff, right? So I want to do one live. I want to just try to test the format out and see if you can, the audience can be patient enough with me to deal with it, right? To deal with it. So I'm gonna pop the chat out, and why don't you have this ready for the stream when you right before you push the button? Why do you push the button first? Buddy, silence. Anyway, so there we go. The chat is up, so I can recognize the chat and those Fade Keen, the Blooded Warriors. By the way, shout out to Lone Wanderer. Just had Lone Wanderer pop up in a comment very recently. It's always good to hear from her. So welcome in, Blooded Warrior. Fade Keen, Lone Wanderer. You had your ceremony. That was it. Okay, so I had to run an errand, and I knew there was a pawn shop nearby, and I had to run an errand across the bridge. I went across the bridge, and I stopped off at both Goodwills, and they were just sad. Although I got a couple movies. I got the Deadpool on Blu-ray and watched that. That was quite funny and good. And I also got the Punisher, not the big budget one, the Punisher War Journal. That one, and that was a little bit lesser in budget, but still good. Still good. I enjoyed it. So it had Jigsaw again as the villain, and it was something. It was something. It was enjoyable for an afternoon. So, I have some games here. Now, what I'm noticing again is some of the really good deals, or the really amazing deals, are starting to retreat. I mean, you're just not running into the same level of discount that you're seeing elsewhere, right? Now, I have been invited to pop into Mr. Tight White's live stream, which is starting in a couple of minutes. So I might via my phone, I might just pop in and say hi, and when I'm done here, contribute to his live stream. But he pinged me on a comment, and he said, "Hey, drop into my live stream." So if you're interested in some discussion of video game pricing, Mr. Tight White and the incredible prices of video games, Mr. Tight White is running a stream, okay? He's running a stream in a few minutes about video game pricing. But I'm going to knock this one out quick. So I'm going to let him know that I'm doing that. And I just watched a really good video from a young female. It says, "I no longer aspire to a career." And it's an interesting take. So, let's see. I am doing a video now on cost versus value of recent pickups, and will drop by soon. Boom. So Mr. Tight White, he's got his live stream. It is ready to go. I'm gonna drop my volume down, and I am in the stream. I have already commented on his live stream. So We'll just run that while we do a video. Holy crap, man. The meta. Okay, anyway. So the total cost of this haul, and I have some packages. This is a 2-gamer, I think. Yeah, packages. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. This was a $35 haul. And I'm green screen, so what? It was a $35 haul. And every game is under $5. So, and this is a lot for me. For $35, I'd like to see 10, 12, 15 games here. Something like that. Like $2 a game or $2.50 a game. But these were like $4.38 or something like that. So, what I'm going to do is, first, run the intro, baby.
And it is 10. And it is 10.
Do it now.
6, 7, 8, 9, and it is 10.
I gotta get more professional. With that, because I had the background audio going at the same time as it's not good. Hopefully one of these days, or I'll start it up on another platform or something. I will have a producer. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, luxury, the producer. Oh, luxury, somebody to blame. Okay, so total cost of this stack, and they are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. So you got PS3, PS4, Xbox One, a GameCube game, and a 360 game. All right, so we paid $35, and let's start with the first bad boy, which is WW2K16. So wrestling, it's a good wrestling game. Steve Austin, he's right on the cover. Brr. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll and again, Price Charter is really behind the. Price Charter is really behind the ball on value. They're not up to the minute. It's not a real rolling total of what's going on there value-wise. So, but we're going to search for WWE. Let's see. Let's see, 2K. Good God, let's just do this. It's so much cooler when you can just you can just pull it up. All right, anyway, PlayStation 3. This is brutal, man. This is freaking brutal. WW2K16. Yeah, here you go. All right, $13.20. So we're going to go in there. And we're going to slap in there $13.20. Okay. So there you go. There's your rolling total, baby. $13.20. So really almost half the value of your investment has been covered by this singular game. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Steve Austin, the license, whatever, wrestling, whatever. I love wrestling. I love classic Florida wrestling. All right, next one is Infamous Second Son limited edition. And it has a foil cover on it. E3 awards out the ass. And the infamous paper trail right there. So it's complete. It's got a reversible, like, full bleed cover on the other side. But it isn't foil, strangely enough. So I'm leaving the original one on there because I like the foil covers. Come on, I'm a 90s guy, right? Foil is our magic. We love that foil stuff. So anyway, so Second Son limited edition. I think this is the one that actually did not have a price available for it in my app. Infamous Second Son. Now it just has Infamous Second Son. It's not limited edition. So, and I don't know if it will, if you say Infamous Second Son, limited edition. Festival of Blood, First Light, The Infamous Collection. So I don't know what the limited would be, if there would be any additional value to that. But I'll tell you what, we'll just take the regular Infamous price and call it a day. So that's $9.46. $9.46. So that's $22.66 is the new total. There you go. So there you go. You got your two games in, $22.66. Second Son limited edition. Nice. Very nice, totally complete. Love it. Mortal Kombat XL. Mortal Kombat XL. This has all the additional characters. So Mortal Kombat 10. And, wow, the Ultimate Experience, the #1 fighting game in 2015, includes Leatherface, Jason, Triborg, Predator, Alien, Tremor, Goro, and Tanya, along with Bo Ray Cho. So you got a bunch of additional characters in this, like, final edition or greatest hits edition or whatever you want to call it. It's the XL version of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 10. So, for the Xbox One. So let's go check that out. Mortal Kombat X XL Edition, $11.24. $11.24. So it's going to be $33.60. $33.60. Or wait a minute. What was it? $11.24. So it would be $80.90. It would be $33.90. Basic math here with LVO Toro. So $33.90. So you could say you have broken even at that point. I mean, you're $1.10 off, but you broke it even. You're 3 games in. You're 3 games in, bro. Far Cry 5, right? Last time I checked, that's the latest one. And it is complete. And there's a season pass plug right there. So Far Cry 5 on the green screen. Far Cry 5. Let's see what it's running. Now, again, it's a relatively new title, so it's going to be a little inflated, methinks. Far Cry 5. 1061. 1061. So this is going to be 4451. 4451. 4451. So there you go. Rolling total 4451. And, you know, you've blown past your investment. Far Cry 5. Big game, too. I like Far Cry. You know, they're a little formulaic at this point, but Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Wow. No book or slip or whatever, but, you know. Game in case, game in case. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. $14.45. It might be the most expensive game or the most highest value game here. So $14.45, that would be $58.96. $58.96. $58.96. There you go. Booyah! So now we're approaching double your investment. You've doubled your investment. Even at $4.38 a title, which is about what it winds up being. Prototype Biohazard Bundle. So it's Prototype 1 and 2 on one disc for the Xbox One. Going to get upscaled a little bit. Very nice. At least on the first game. The first game is really cool. So let's take a look at what that is. Prototype Biohazard Bundle. Oh, this is the one that doesn't have a cost. So we're going to go out to eBay and we're going to look at Prototype Biohazard Bundle. Well, this is not cheap on eBay right now. $39.99, $29.99, $49.99. Disc only, $26.38. Well, disc in case. Yikes. $39.99, $47.99, $49.99, $54.99. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go out to... Let's go out to Price Charter then. I should have the Price Charter app in here somewhere. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do Price Charter. Search for a game. Prototype Biohazard, unless they don't have a value for it, bundle. Go. Okay. $25.89. $25.89 on Price Charter. And it is quite it is quite expensive on eBay. I mean, that price is barely in line with eBay. So if we just want to cheat a little bit and do a calc, 58.96 plus 25.89. $84.85 is the new total. That blew it up. What was it again? 84.85, right? 84.85. Yeah, wow. Okay. Didn't know that was so sought after. But you've got games of this opened, complete, going out there for 40 and 50 bucks. $29.99 disc only is the cheapest one I found. Wow. Who would have thought this little bundle here? That's nuts. Now, that's the end of the Xbox Ones. And I found, let's do this Xbox 360. This is a Beijing 2002, I guess, or 2008. Beijing 2008 on the Xbox 360. Of course, it's complete. I wouldn't have accepted it if it wasn't complete. It's an Olympics game, for God's sakes. So yeah, Beijing 2008, where they kicked all those people out of their homes so they could build stadiums. And had to get rid of the town's like thousands of prostitutes, and oh my God, bro. The whole story of that Olympics, of like what happened to the people, it's just it's fucking brutal. Okay, let's go back to the app. Let's go back to the app and let's look up, let's see, Xbox 360. It'll be up here quick. It's Beijing. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. The official video game of the Olympics. It's $7.99. So $8 would be 92.84. Be 92.84. $92.84. There's your revised total, $92.84. We're about to crack 100. So, I don't know if we're going to get there. We're going to get close. This was a GameCube game, and I just had to laugh. It's another, like, just random one single GameCube game. These are really drying up out there in the world. You barely find them anymore. Dangerous Hunts 2. As if one wasn't good enough, we had to have two. So it's totally complete. It's a halfway decent copy. Disc is clean as the day it was printed. Who knows if it's even been played. Dangerous Hunts 2. GameCube Dangerous Hunts 2. All right. So let's go find out what's happening with that. All right. GameCube. Burp, 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 burp. Boom. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2, right at the top there. 857. Wow, we just cracked 100. 857. So we're going to do a quick calc. $101.41, baby. $101.41. There it is. $101.41. Wow. Wow. And there you go. That is... Ha Sabra! Oh, a nice new pickup format. I don't know, man. You got to tell me. You got to give me some feedback and tell me what you think. It's a little hackneyed. I'm wondering if I could find some kind of app where I could bring it into OBS that would just kind of do it more professional. Because if you edit, it takes so much longer to edit. It's very time consuming to do that little rolling total And once you get it set up, it's okay. But setting it up is a pain. But once it's set up, you can go in there and plug in different numbers and do different stuff, and it's a little easier. But I wanted to try and do a rolling total live and just rough it out. Just do the calcs, go to Price Charter, go to the app, just rough it out and see what happens. So $35 investment. The big shock of this whole thing was Prototype Biohazard Bundle. That thing is money. I mean, $39.99 is a common auction going on this thing. $39.99 buy it nows. I saw $49.99, $39.99, and I'm like, whoa, hey, disc only for $30, and even Price Charter, which is usually 30-40% behind the actual trend, was almost $30. It was like $28.65 or something like that. So yeah, Prototype Biohazard Bundle. Wow, that was the surprise of the show right there. And I was like, hey, that's worth money. The other one that's worth a little bit of money, the Naruto, is like, this is like a $14 game. So lots of Xbox One. I love it. Under $5, and whatever. So yeah, a nice freaky little pickup for $35, and I was kind of grousing about the amount of money because I wasn't getting my ridiculous good deal. I got a good deal, but I didn't get a ridiculous good deal. So I had to pay $4 and change for each of those titles, and total was $35 out the door. And there is literally 3 times the value in those titles. So literally 3 times the value. Now that is indicative of kind of the new level of pricing that we're enjoying in collecting games right now. Thank you very much, Dr. Fauci. Anyway, but you're seeing, this would probably have been a little bit over double a year or so ago. It would probably been a little bit over double. It would probably been like $50 or $60 or something like that. But this is 3 times that extra oomph, that extra times accounting for the environment that we're in and what is becoming rarity of just titles in general. So cheers to your health. Oh, and by the way, Philberto, don't go away. Just go away mad.
Philberto Hogan! Philberto Hogan!
Anyway, when you double or triple the money, it's always a good score. Yeah! Yeah! There you go. That's my emotion when I walk out with a good deal inside. I don't show that outside. I show it here, though. Anyway. Only for you, brah. Only for you. You get a button. So anyway, I picked up some sealed stuff. Yeah? Sealed? You mean like this? Let's unseal this bad boy. I know what this is, and I'm glad I have it. There's still so much cool stuff I want. There's still so much cool stuff I want to collect. Okay, here we go. So this was something that was a opportunistic thing. I was just rolling through, taking a look at it. Oh my God, it's sealed. And it is, and I saw it. It was at a really good price, and I grabbed it. And this baby is sealed too. I love the new overlay thingies. What are they called? When you say overlay thingies, are you talking about like...
How dare you?
How dare you? This guy is not okay.
This needs to stop now.
Witch and the 100 Night PS4 and Radiata Stories. Wow. Yeah, Witch and the 100 Night, no joke. What system though? Did you get Witch in the 100? Oh, it's PS4. Okay, yeah, those. Well, Philberto, I'm going to show you what this is. This is a Stream Deck. Okay? So it is basically buttons. I hope nothing plays. I'm trying to like be cool about it. Okay, there you go. So these are buttons that are tied to effects in OBS. So you create the effect in OBS. You can do it in OBS. Like you can activate them in OBS. So if I go to OBS and I click on, we'll do Blaze.
This is Blaze Fielding.
So I
Coming
can
at
click
you
her
from those
on,
streets.
right? So you, in the sources, you add in OBS, there's a sources area. That's where you put your camera, like this is my camera and this is my mic and all this stuff. You can also put media sources, which are clips. And you can get clips with green screen and you can do chroma key in OBS. So what you do is you create a media source in OBS of some kind of an overlay. Okay, like
How
Greta.
dare you!
And then what you do is you bring it into OBS, you do the chroma key so it's transparent,
How dare you!
right? And then if you have a Stream Deck, you go into the Stream Deck application and you can associate it to a button. So, like, I can do it in OBS by clicking the highlight, clicking the little eyeball, and it'll play it. But if I have it associated on my Stream Deck, I just hit
How
this
dare you!
and it plays. And you can have it launch websites and launch applications and whatever. It's basically a macro box. It's a box that just eliminates steps. So if I want to play Greta, I got to look down my list. Where's Greta? Okay, there it is. Then I got to click the highlighted eyeball
dare you.
and make sure that I do that correct without screwing anything up. But with the Stream Deck, it's simple. It saves me about 2 to 3 steps. So if I want to hit Greta, like if I say, I love like anime boobs and I want to hit
How
Greta.
dare you!
Yeah. There you go. I got Greta. So you can have it associated with that kind of stuff. Right? Yeah. And it's just a button press. But you create it in OBS, and what it is that the Elgato Stream Deck sees what you've got going in OBS. It goes and looks at OBS and says, okay, I know that you have these sources. You just have to set them up as buttons. So, yeah, I want The Witch in the 100th Night, and there's a really good sequel that's even better. $50 each. Yes, those. I see. I didn't know it was a special device. Pretty cool. Yes, anime boobs. Anime boobs forever, baby. All right. So, by the way, Philberto, I did get that Genkai Toki Castle Panzers, and it's as bad as I thought it was. And I don't know if I'm brave enough to air it. I don't know if I'm brave enough to air that bad boy. Pretty rough in a good way. All right, so hey, Lucky Collector, I got this. I just saw this on a really good auction, and it's sealed. It's sealed, bro. I see you a sealed game and I raise you. It's Akiba's Strip. It's another fan service. I'm picking up all these fan service games because they're being censored, they're being eliminated, they're kicking them off eBay, they're kicking them off Amazon, they're getting ready to. Don't risk the FBI. I don't think so. It's a legit game. It's a real thing. But it's rough, bro. It's rough. So I got the collector editions of both Witch and the 100th Night 1 and 2. Nice. So you're a fan of that series. And I got to get those, man. Those are cool. Those are classic. So Akiba's Strip, right? So this is where you strip the clothes off of people in Akihabara Akihabara. I think it's a neighborhood in Japan where all the geeks hang out, all the manga nerds, and you discover that there are vampires hiding in plain sight in our society. So you have to rip their clothes off to expose them to the sun, and it's just like kind of like anime Yakuza, I guess. I don't know, man. But this is sealed, so I'm gonna leave it sealed, and I'm going to. There's a remake of this on the PS4. I'll probably get the remake unsealed, and I'll keep this one just as a collectible piece. New rule, yes! Yes! You better get on it, bro! They're eliminating all this shit. I mean, it is going to be absolutely impossible to find this stuff. I'm telling you, man. Amazon's gonna be next, too. So it's like, I'm like grabbing all of these fan service games while you can, while it's legal, you know? At some point in time, it might even become contraband. So, yeah. All right, now Akiba Strip. Let's see what the value is on that. Yeah, it's $20. It's, well, sealed. This is a sealed title. It's $21. All right, but on eBay, this is quite a bit more. You're going to pay at least $30 for this on eBay. And this is a sealed copy. It's pristine. It's beautiful, too. But mature title, you know, it's M-rated. But, you know, you got to grab this stuff now, man, because it is going to be unaccessible unless you're going out to maybe play Asia. And they're going to put pressure on them, too, at some point. So, I like fan service games, but mostly depends on the art style. Yes, we know, Mr. Rumble Roses. Mr. Philberto Hogan?
Philberto Hogan!
Oh, they're going to have to fight you for it? You're going to be the last man on Earth, the Lamo? The last man on Earth with his video games, his fan service, and his waifu pillow. You're gonna hold your waifu pillow and your American copy of an AK and be like, bah, 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 bah. Buy a safe, yeah, and then bury it. All right, I got one. This is not scandalous at all. This is not scandalous. It's cool though. And it actually, one of the game franchises that I am very weak on is Gundam. Uh-oh, Lucky Collector's got to set a scandalous comment. Lucky Collector made a scandalous comment. Let's find out what that was. We're going to show it. Shit, I need a bank to store it all in. It's just not safe. No, bro, you need an island. An island empire. Anyway. You need an island fortress like Dr. Evil. Okay, I'm trying to get into this thing. Gundam Breaker! Ooh. That got intense for a minute. Oh, man, these are both sealed, too. Wow, okay. Gundam Versus. See, I'm very weak on Gundam games. I don't have a lot of Gundam games at all. And whoa! All right, what is that? Wow, you two tempted it. Yeah, you said shit, you know. Anyway, Gundam Versus on the PS4. This was a 2-pack that somebody was selling privately in a men's room. Okay, so that's all new Gundam Versus. And then new Gundam Breaker. Gundam Breaker, Gunpla. So this is a Gunpla game. This is PS4 Gunpla. Break, build, and battle. So this is where you build your own models. They're genuine models. They're made of plastic, and then you go and you fight them. And you can create all kinds of like Frankensteinian Gundam from, you know, Zeon or whatever the other enemy guys are, and you can just make you make whatever you want. You can make traditional ones, you can make composite ones, you can make all kinds of like plastic models and then fight them. and then they shatter and break apart. You get when you defeat them, you get parts and stuff like that. So there's a lot of these on the PS3, and I wish I actually had a few, but I don't have any for the PS3. I don't have any Gundam games hardly at all. I've got some Saturn import ones that are weird. But Gundam Breaker, when I saw New Gundam Breaker and Gundam Versus together as a 2-pack, somebody sold it as a 2-pack, I went and signed up for that, and they're both sealed. It's all sealed games. You lucky collector, you turned it into magic. I didn't know if these were sealed or not. To be honest, it didn't say in the auctions. But they're all new and sealed. Gundam Breaker! Okay. So, anyway, have you been setting up a home for all these years, for all these new game store, or are they all on the floor? No, they are all stored at the moment. At the moment, they are all stored very aesthetically. But I am, again, I'm going into space deprivation at some point. So, can show them plenty of anime that probably horrify them. Well, Lucky, I gotta tell you, baby. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of seeing the writing on the wall, though, about fan service, about collecting, in pawn shops and Goodwills, and it's really kind of drying up in my area, and I'm kind of getting out there, and the baseline has risen. Like the baseline of $1, $2, $3 is now like $3, $4, $5. And, it's creeping. You can see the baseline rising. Like the blood tide rises. And so I'm like, well, get out there while you can, because at some point in time you might just say, okay, I'm done. I've accumulated these several thousand video games, and I'm fine with that. And then just pick up your onesie twosie. See, now I'm shopping more online than I am going out and hunting. It used to be exclusively hunting, 6 months to a year ago. Exclusively just running around. Once in a blue moon, I'd get something online. And that's it. Yeah, see? I told that $1 and $2 and $3, games, even $3, where I was walking away from people charging me $3 a piece, and I'm like, see ya. And now I'd be happy to get that. So I think that's happening everywhere, and I think it's going to continue to climb. Now, if we have some kind of economic issue, I think you're going to see that will drop all, that will sink all boats. But then nobody's got the money to piss away on this kind of stuff. So, but while we're here, while we're in this little cusp period, because you're not going to be able to touch some of this shit at some point. I mean, I'm looking around feverishly. I check Amazon and eBay on the regular for discounts and cheap games and things that I can sneak out, like, $10 or less, or sometimes a little over $10. Anything under 20, I'm keeping an eye on, because it's like, shut up, Lucky. I only have 3,700 games, not too many. 3,700 is worthy. Let me see where I'm at. I'm at 2,670. So you're 1,000 over me, 1,030 over me. Well, I got a couple I got to add right here. So you are lucky. That's a lot. That's a lot of scratch, bro. That's a lot of scratch. I'm going to go ahead and add some of these. I mean, you know what I think is, like, people like Filberto, Baltimore Retro, you, me, we're sitting on a bunch of freaking money with this shit at this point. We look around, and we got all of these collections. And Filberto, I know Filberto has quite a few valuable titles that have, like, skyrocketed. And I know where he lives. So, that's going to continue. That's more of a protracted thing. Just kidding, relax. But, what I'm saying is that, 2672. 2672. I couldn't imagine a couple of years ago having a collection this big. I can't imagine. But think about like Johnny Millennium, you know, Happy Console. Some of these guys that have these monster collections. I think Baltimore Retro Gaming, he's got all those collectible shooters. That guy's got to be sitting on like $100,000. He might not even know it. He might not even know. I'm like, dude, you're probably sitting on $100,000 right there. Sell it all and buy some Bitcoin, baby. Become rich, you know. Stop delivering packages. Baltimore's probably one of these guys that's like, you know, hey, you know, I smoke my pot and I play my games and I love my lady and I'd miss my route, you know, if I wasn't doing my route. I always go after whatever stuff people don't pay attention to and get it cheap. Mine's probably over 100K. Yes. My collection has more than doubled in value, and I'm like, dude, I got this mainly from pawn shops and Goodwills for pennies on the dollar, for $1 a piece, and just crazy money, man. Just crazy. So, well, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna slide over to Tight White's live stream. We're gonna hit the Hulk one more time.
Gilberto Hogan.
Hey! And I'm glad you got to see that live again. And you know, we'll just play the air horn. There you go. Whoa! And what else do we want to play? Do we want to play my Riddick outro? It's time to stop. It's time to stop the stream. It's time to stop. Okay.
It's time to stop, okay?
All right. Oh my God, it's Ty Lord Stevenson. How the hell are you? Toro, jump on Tight's panel. I'm doing that right now. Now, can I actually be on the panel or just in the comments? Peace out. What do I have to do? Is it on the YouTubes? All right. Well, we're gonna kill the stream. And Ty Lord, you got the number. Text me. Steve. All right. I'll leave the chat up. I'll let you guys talk for a minute. All right. Let me see what's going on with Tight White. I think we're gonna like stop the upbeat soundtrack there. And Mr. Tight White. Mr. Tight White. There he is. Alright, let's get on here. Oh my God, bro. That's a crazy story. I'm playing the ads. I'm getting ads, baby.
Cent increase per game from 2010 and a 4,509 cent increase per catalog. The Dreamcast is a very interesting console because you literally could have bought the Dreamcast for next to nothing, the whole set, a few years back, and been sitting on a nice little pile of pricey games right now. And they're still not.
He has a link on Steam.
Very weird set. And the Dreamcast is only 323 games, guys, for a complete set.
Yeah, the only downside is you're probably not going to find a whole lot of that out in the wild.
Yeah, they're hard to find for sure.
Thriftbite said, yeah, the same game on PS2 at 5 will be 20 on the GameCube. Yeah, it's pretty true.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do one more of these, and this is a very interesting one because I think people forget that the NES is still one of the kings. People forget about that, and it's interesting looking at this chart. Is it coming up on the screen?
Yeah, it's on there now.
Average price for all licensed NES games. 3/1/2008. The average NES game was $7.09. 11/1/2008. $26.35. 5/1/2021.
Hey, Tylord.
$38.34.
Tylord, what is the link? He has a link on Steam. What am I looking up? Because I don't think I have him added as a friend. Let's see, friends.
Unbelievable, man. The NES is fucking awesome.
Tight white.
I would like to. It'd be interesting to see what the numbers would be if you took out NWC and stadium events.
Yeah, it's very
Out of
top
the-
heavy. Yeah, it's a very top heavy system for sure.
You can sell one game for $20,000-$30,000. It kind of skews the number.
It's very, very valid point for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and stop sharing that.
Show less, show more.
Alright, we're back up.
The low profile gamer.
Did I miss any comments?
Where's the link?
Oh, Toro wants to be in? Alright, yeah. Toro, go ahead and jump in. Then we'll get you in here in a little while, Pyro. Have a little patience. I want to shine a light on this guy's channel.
Money.
Invites. Copy the clipboard.
Best TED Talk ever.
Get rid of that.
Professor of post-pandemic.
Whatever, man. I appreciate it, man. I didn't mean to take you guys to school on that, but I mean,
And I think, I don't know if we'll get into this a little later on what people should be picking up now. But
I definitely want to get into that for sure.
I won't mention anything, but if you guys look at those dips, and if there's a system out there right now that you're looking at and you're thinking, man, these
Dude, I
are
don't
like dirt
know.
cheap right now, and nobody wants these things, that's when you should be buying.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I definitely have I have some recommendations for you guys of what systems to go after right now for sure. Let's see. So I dropped the link in there if you want to jump in, Toro.
Butter.
Toro has a channel where basically every video that he does, he live streams. So,
Mic working.
Pyro, hold on. I'm gonna get you in
Unmute.
here, just have a little bit of
Start
picture of
cam.
Toro in here, just to kind of shine a light on his channel. But definitely I'm gonna get you in here. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you, bro. We appreciate that.
Boy Mario in the hizzy.
Cam mic. What's going on? Camera.
Mario, if you want to join up.
USB live camera. Try it out,
But yeah,
baby.
man, let me see.
So Ty, while we're looking at the next thing and people are joining up, how long you been collecting?
Probably about 12 years. 12, 13 years.
Is that like at the same kind of level, or was it like first and now like recently
Well,
hit hard?
like, 8 to 10 years ago, I would pick up almost anything. You know what I mean? Like, I would just pick up shit. Almost for the videos, just because I just wanted to pick up everything. But now I've gotten a lot pickier over the years. And, but as far as hardcore collecting, I would say probably maybe 8 years.
Good. Good. Good.
Okay, Mario says he's grabbing some beers.
Let's try it.
I don't know, maybe Toro didn't want to jump in here.
No, he does.